Hello everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I am going to show you the request lifecycle of ASP.NET Core MVC. In a lifecycle is a sequence of events, stages or components that interact with each other to process an HTTP request and generate a response that goes back to the clients. So let's learn about how ASP.NET Core lifecycle will work. Okay. So first of all, the first phase is the middle HTTP request, and HTTP request goes to the middleware first of all. So just a brief introduction about the middleware. Middleware component forms the basic building block of an application HTTP pipeline. These are a series of components that are combined to form a request pipeline in order to handle any incoming request. So just after that, routing. Routing is a middleware component that implements MVC framework. The routing middleware component decides how an incoming request can be mapped to controller and action methods with the help of convention routes and attribute routes. The next thing is controller initialization. This stage of ASP.NET MVC core request lifecycle, the process of initialization and execution of controllers takes place. Controllers are responsible for handling incoming requests. The controller select the appropriate action method on the basis of route templates provided. The next thing is action method execution. After the controller are initialized, the action method are executed and returns a view which contain HTML document to be returned as a response to the browser. The next thing is result execution. That is the final thing you can say. During the stage of ASP.NET MVC core request lifecycle, result, that is the response generated to the original HTTP request, is executed. If an action method returns a view result, the MVC view engine rendered a view and returns the HTML response. If the returns is not of view type, the action method will generate its A1 types. So data result and the view result that's depend on the queries. So view rendering on the basis of HTTP request, that's finally client take a response. So this is the final architecture of ASP.NET Core MVC request lifecycle. So the first phase is middleware, and in the later video session I will discuss about the middleware, how work middleware in the components. So most middleware components are implemented as standalone classes, which are content generating middleware. Okay, so middleware component forms the basic building block. You know that of the application HTTP pipeline. These are a series of components that are combined to a form of request pipeline in order to handle any incoming request. Whenever a new request comes, it places the first middleware component, the component that decide whether to generate a response after handling that incoming request or to pass it to the next component. And the next component is routing. Routing is a middleware component that implement MVC framework. In ASP.NET Core, the routing system is used to handle MVC URL. The routing middleware component decide how an incoming request can be mapped to controller and action methods. With the help of conventions, routes and attribute routes, routing bridges middleware and MVC framework by mapping incoming request to controller action methods. Now routing pass to the controller initialization. You know that at this stage you can say the process of initialization and execution of controller take places. Controller are responsible for handling incoming request, which is done by mapping request to appropriate action method. The controller select the appropriate action method on the basis of route templates. That is the routing, you can say. Templates provide. A controller class inherits from controller base class. Okay. Now the next thing is action method execution. And action method execution process is divided at different types of things like authorization filters, controller creations, model binding, action filters, action method execution, action filters. That detail will be should be consult in a later video session. So wait for the sometimes I would I would discuss that topics in the later videos. And the next final thing is the result execution. You know that a result execution what? Result execution is a basis of different types of action results, like the view results, partial view results, content results, redirection results, redirect to route results. There are the different types. So later videos would discuss. So thank you guys for basic introduction.